All right, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. This is the real economy mod owner operator role playing Road to Restoration series that I'm going to do. I have been working towards level 8 so I can get the truck that I want to continue the story. And I have been behind the scenes grinding out to get that level. And I am almost level 8 to get this truck. So right now I've got one more mission loaded up, and I'm hoping that this mission will be the end. Then I'll be level 8, I can get that truck, and we can move on. So this is kind of like a little surprise episode. We'll see if we're going to get that truck today. Right now on this episode. So let's get to picking up.
Go straight.
I had just finished a load. I'm in Kansas. Let's take a look, see where we're at. I drove from, I've been doing some deliveries around here, grinding that out. And I think I went down to Pueblo or Colorado Springs, and that load I just did was from Pueblo to Emporia. And now I'm gonna go pick one up, and I forget where it's going. Marysville, maybe, somewhere close. We'll knock that out and see if that gives us our level 8, and then I can get my truck that will be the restoration project. And I'm excited to run this series with that truck. Hopefully it's a really cool thing. We'll see.
Go straight. Keep right.
I'm going to end up crashing. We don't want to do that. Okay, here we are.
Turn right.
Kind of wish you could see the shifter with this camera. Hi, sweetie. What?
Can I go on YouTube?
Sure, for a little bit.
You have arrived at your destination.
Got a little sick kid staying home from school today. Alright, let's pick up our job. That's the one. We're going to Marysville with some wheels and tires. Oh, look at that. Nice easy load. Thank you. Well, sort of easy load. Mirrors. Oh. It liked right there. We'll take that. Brake, shut down. Slowed up. Alright, so we got a little afternoon delivery here, heading up to Marysville in Kansas to hopefully get our level 8 using the real economy mod, which is making things quite a pain in the butt, honestly. What's the best way to flip around here? Go this way. Don't really know where I'm going. Alright, fingers crossed that this mission is going to do it. I think I've had to do about 13 or so deliveries to get where I'm at. And I had already done a few before then. I think 2 or 3 prior to that, so we're talking 16, 18 missions, deliveries at varying lengths. So it's been taking a little while to get where we want.
Go straight. Go straight.
Oh, it just scared me. Shift. Alright, drink is empty.
Go straight.
So the last video with this series, we had just got this truck and trailer in hopes to accelerate the level 7 to level 8 with gaining more experience for having your own truck and trailer. It didn't really seem to make a difference versus just going with the company. So ultimately, I think it was kind of a waste of money. Although on a good note, from buying this truck, I'll be able to turn around and sell it and make a little bit of money off it, which will aid in the aid in restoring the truck that I'm going to get. So I'm actually looking forward to getting this truck in the condition that you can get it in. I think the only reason you would do it is for like a little bit of a role play concept. Otherwise, why would you do it? Drive around a beat up truck. And that's what it will be, a beat up truck. Maybe some of you out there know what it is. One of my favorite trucks in the world. Probably the one that caught my eye as I was a kid, growing up seeing truckers. It was probably the iconic truck of that era, and still is favored by many people today, although it's gone through a couple model changes. But we're going for a vintage feel, and I'm really hoping we got 100 miles left on this delivery, so we'll be done with this one fairly quick. But I'm hoping that this delivery gives me that 8 level 8. If I weren't using the Real Economy mod, I think my character's like a level 12 or 13 or 14, something like that. It shows what level I am at the beginning of the profile when you go to load in. But as soon as you go in the profile, then your modded level shows up, and it's quite a bit lower. Experience is significantly stifled with this mod, which I don't mind, ultimately. For the grand scheme of playing this game and doing deliveries and driving the trucks, I don't really care. But when it prevents me from enjoying a truck, that kind of sucks. So I've had to do a bit of grind to get there. For those of you that are interested, the mod truck that we'll be getting, I did have to go in and make some changes, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later as we get the truck and go through some of the features with it. I'll discuss a little more about what I did, but I basically went in and modified the price of multiple things, and I did that for the realism aspect. I've actually looked those trucks up, and you can get functioning ones in pretty good condition, running, rebuilt, you know, whatever, if they've been restored or just kept in good condition, and, you know, engines replaced or whatever. But you can find them for 60,000 or less. I did see a couple that were really modified and pristine for, you know, over 100, and then one that was, I think maybe a rare collector's one that was about 220 on the used market. Not to say anybody would pay that, but you can find them under 60, functioning and in decent condition. So my thought was, I'm going to get this truck in this game. It had to be cheap because it's going to be beat up, old, beat up, rusty, barely functioning. So I went in and modified a bunch of prices. Now there were a couple things that I couldn't modify or I didn't want to, due to the nature of how they interact with the game overall. But I was able to bring that truck down to around, all said and done, 40-something thousand. We'll see when we get there. But my thought process for the role-playing aspect is, my driver finds the truck somewhere used for really cheap, you know, 10, 15 grand, and has to take it to a service place to get, you know, the engine redone and the transmission redone. They were in good enough condition to be serviceable and usable, but they just needed a rebuild or something. I didn't have to put a whole new engine in it. That's the concept, at least. But it costs a lot to rebuild the engine, costs a lot to rebuild the transmission, had to do some suspension and drivetrain stuff, and steering, you know, bushings, tie rod ends, things of that nature. Needed new yeah, whatever, brakes, you know, all that. Added a stereo and stereo system. So, all said and done, buying that truck and fixing it up to be roadworthy costs around 40 grand. I think that's reasonable. It's a little high, I would say, for the condition the truck is going to be in, honestly. But it'll have a good solid engine and a good solid transmission that will at least work. So it will be usable until we can get it looking pretty. Ooh, I'm excited for it. It's such a cool truck. And then that will become the whole focus of this series, is to take that truck from that old beat up condition into a
right.
pristine, restored wonder. So,
Keep right.
oh
And then
boy,
go
we're
straight.
getting close. We're gonna find out.
Go straight.
Is this gonna be the moment?
Keep right. And then go straight. Keep right.
Yeah, there's not a lot of option here at the moment. Uh-oh. Of course, there's a detour right at the end here. Or construction, road work. That's not too bad.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. Excellent. Oh, whoa, oh. Check that out. That's a first. I have never delivered to like a work site. That's pretty cool. I like to look out the window. There we go. Okay, did we get it? Oh no. Oh. We did! We got level 8. It is time. Yes. Oh, here's the... What are we doing? This is the only one that helps level you up. It's just-in-time ones. These ones no longer give reward. Longer distance wouldn't be too bad. There'd be some more sleeping. I kind of don't mind doing shorter jobs. Kind of keeps things moving a little bit. So a just-in-time, a fuel, or a hazard. Let's go just-in-time. That one actually benefits you, so we'll do that. Okay. It is time to go get our truck that we have been eyeballing on used truck marketplace, and got in contact with this guy who's selling it. Well, let's go sell this truck because I don't want it no more. Goodbye. You've been a good truck for a level. For 13 or 14 deliveries. Selling it. 56,000. I think I paid 33 or 37,000 for, I don't remember, and then had to put a few grand into it. So I'm making a little bit off it. Oh, I was like, wait a minute, why am I under 100? Because I bought a trailer too. Okay. Let's go get our truck. And the moment we've all been waiting for. At least I've been waiting for. There she is. Now, this price is not going to stay this way. This is where I was talking about going into the mod and manipulating it. So you can change the price of various conditions of this truck. And our truck is not going to look like this. Let's go here. We're getting the old beat up one. And this mod does a weird thing with The rear tires don't. Okay, so you can see this is 2000. I went and changed that one. And that's the cabin. And then the chassis, I changed the price of that too. Because it was the same. And why would you pay, I think all said and done, this thing was like 160 something thousand for a worn, rusty, beat up one. Just didn't make any sense. Here's where I make another change. I'm not putting a brand new $44,000 motor in it. So I'm also not putting the cheapest one in there, and I don't want one that has that high of specs. These old trucks came with various engines, obviously, but a common one was the 3406. So that is what we're putting in there, and the small one. 1500 is totally fine. We'll do the job for what we're doing. It makes sense. So that cuts it down quite a bit. Still, I never modified the price of that because that was I think this is a mod that, yeah, I didn't want to get in and start messing with that. So transmission, same kind of thing. I did change the price of one of these, and it is part of that, the Outlaw. Back to this engine. Some of them are from the actual mod. See, this one's just a compatibility. And then some of them where is one? They're all just the compatibility ones. Anyways, I won't keep going through that. It comes with its own engines, and then also comes with some compatibility engines if you get another add-on to it. But anyways, let's take this. So I did lower the price on this one because we're going to do this 10-speed. Kind of makes it an old beat-up cheap truck. Didn't have the best transmission. It's got a little bit of a lower-end engine, but a great one. Everything is worn in here. Paint job. There's 2 worn paint jobs I like, or 3. I'm gonna go for this one. Is that for Virginia? Noakes. I think that's Noakesville. I think that's Noakesville, Virginia. It's something Virginia, which is kind of cool. That makes me want that paint job even more. That's where I live. Not Noakesville, but Virginia. So we'll go that paint job. We don't do anything. No, I do. I think. Yeah, I gotta do the worn ones. So we gotta fix this. Worn, we gotta fix the hub to worn and fix the nuts. And then the tire also. Alright, now we are completely beat up and worn out and rusty and dented, and I love it. And we're missing an eyeball. Nice black eye, rusty. The Rusty Hubbard. Well, there she is. 46,000 is what I was able to get it down to. And this is going to be our truck. And the goal is to drive, save up money, and restore this thing. And it's going to cost a lot, and I'm going to have to decide how I want to go about it. Do we come in and throw an engine at it and a transmission first? Or the look's more important? Do we come in and add little components like, throwing a brand new exhaust on this beat up, ugly truck like that? Or do I come in and do something like this and throw a new chassis on it for 20 something thousand? Throw that nice painted chassis and then maybe, restore that. I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. So, alright, 46,000. We are squared away. And let's buy this thing. Purchase. To the home garage. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Okay, I'm driving it. Use the trailer, yeah. I wish this was used and beat up too. That would be really cool, I think. Okay. Well, let's go take a look at the truck. And then we're going to call this episode. And next episode will be our very first delivery job with the Rusty Hubbard. Let's have a look at this first. Oh yes. Look at it. There's wires hanging out. I'm missing the center to my steering wheel. We are just beat up. Oh! Shoot. There is a couple things I forgot to do. Well, I guess we're heading over to the service shop first. Okay, great. I get to drive it then. Oh yeah. Listen to that baby purr. Nice cat. Let's go this way. We're gonna have to do some seat adjustment in here. Get this thing looking the way I want. Although it's really not bad. Gotta move my steering wheel so I can see the gas gauge. That's why I went around. Oh, remember I got a trailer. Forgot I was pulling a trailer. I forgot a couple crucial items for the truck during setup. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Make sure I don't get a ticket for running a red light. We're good. Oh, that was a 6-gear start. Okay. Let's take a look. at the Rusty Hubbard. I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to get it all fixed up. That'll be so great. I've yet to see anybody like intentionally drive the Rusty one around. And that's why I'm doing it. Have a little roleplay fun with finding that old vintage beat up truck. We are going to make Rusty great again. I think this truck is a little bit weaker than the one we had before, but that's okay. That is okay. So I would love some input. Ooh. I would love some input on how we should go about restoring this. Save up and do everything piecemeal. Chassis and body first together. Engine and transmission first. Upgrade in just the transmission. I mean, there's a few ways to go about it, so I'd love to know what you think of it and what you would want to do in that position. All right, we gotta go inside. This is what I forgot to do. Top left, top right. That's what I want. Top right. Can't change that. We need to add that for sure, and the stereo. That was part of the price. So now we're 47 something hundred. I don't think I needed anything else. Worn carpet. Worn. Oh my gosh, I love it. The steering wheel worn, yep. Okay. What's this one? Visor. I think I got everything. Alright. Is there a worn hood pull? Let's take a look at that. Nice bug deflector. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to fix it up. And see, with the money I have right now, I could actually do something. But we're going to drive this a little bit. At least do a few deliveries in this condition before we start doing anything. Got to role play it a little bit. And also don't want to spend all the money. Alright. So, let me double check. Nothing else I needed. My cab looks so depressing. No sheets or anything, or blankets. Okay. Here we have it. Start her up. Get one last look. Let's I don't like that. Changes. Sorry, I'm turning off something from the screen. Okay. A little bit of sun flare. It's kind of hard to see exactly what's going on with that, so we're gonna screen that. Then I kind of like that one too. Let's get rid of that. Screen that. Okay. Well, guys, thank you for watching. This is officially now the series of Road to Restoration, a real economy mod role play owner operator series for American Truck Simulator, and I appreciate you watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more. So I really appreciate it. Thank you.